Ishuboy and Guru in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode because I'm a shameless Arsenal fan. That's why I've come up with a video. But yes, I have a lot to say about the game. So wait for the roast of the week dropping in today. So yeah, let's just jump into the news that we have here for you guys. It's about James Ollie says that David Luiz was shouting and swearing from the stand behind the dugouts in the direction of the pitch. Hard to tell for sure, but may well have been aimed at the Arsenal players walking off, wanting more urgency. Well, Kieran Tierney started because Granit Xhaka pulled up with an injury during the warm-up, as some of them don't know about it, but yeah, that's why Granit Xhaka did not play yesterday. So, moving on, so Bernd Leno says it's very hard for all of us, also for the fans. We are all sad. Hopefully, we can make next season better than this season, but the season's not finished yet. We have to show the fans we fight for this club. We all love this club, and this is all we can do. In the semi-final, experience is very important, and maybe in some situations you could see that inexperience. But I think this is no excuse. We had more than enough chances to go through. We needed just one goal. It's too easy to say it's just experience. It's talking about the feeling in the dressing room. He says it's very quiet. I think disappointment because our bigger target was to reach the finals and win the Europa League, and now that's not possible anymore. I think the problem only as was we did not take our chances. Overall, we were the better side. I think the only first half in Villarreal we played not on our level, and that was enough to beat us. In the first half of the first leg, I think all of us, we weren't at our best, but I think the second half in Villarreal and also today, we put everything inside, but it was not good enough. Well, talking about the pressure, Arteta says, I feel the pressure all the time because I want to do as good as I can for the team. For every support I've had here and for our fans, it is a big disappointment because we tried everything to be in that final. Arteta on what he can say to the fans to assure them this is a project to get behind. He says, we have to show them on the pitch, not talking. We are hugely disappointed because we wanted to deliver something special to them after the difficult season that we had. But when you play knockout games, you need your best players at their best, and many things happened when we did not have enough of those in the best possible condition. But we fought until the end, and I think today in the second half we deserve to win the game 1-0. On losing Xhaka, he said, Arteta says, it changed our plan completely. We prepared everything with Granit in that position. The first half we struggled with the ball, but it's not an excuse. Arteta says we are devastated, really disappointed. We have to congratulate Villarreal. We tried everything until the last minute. I think we deserve to win the game, but the details define these ties. We had 3 big chances. They didn't have anything, but they are through. The way we started in Villarreal wasn't good enough. We didn't arrive here in the best moment with everyone in their best condition. For 90% of them, it was their first semi-final, and we have to learn. Lee Dixon says, every one of those players should look at their performances and ask themselves whether they did enough, or if they are honest with themselves, the answer will be no. I hope they are in that changing room hurting, but I'm not sure if they are. Arsenal, you think, well, they can't play as bad as they did in the first leg. Well, they've outdone themselves because they did. They've gone out with a whimper tonight. Arteta was outsmarted by the previous manager, which is a bit of an embarrassment. Let's talk about what Freddie Ljungberg had to say. He believes that Arsenal have hit rock bottom after the defeat. Now, Freddie cannot believe it. So Arteta says whether he was overrun in the midfield. He says, I don't think so, overrun in the midfield. In the first half, probably not. Aubameyang didn't have the right service. In the second half, it was much better, but we didn't manage to score the goal we needed. I think we were very imprecise with the ball. The process at the back, it wasn't clean. Then everything is much more difficult. Probably we were a bit tense as well. We changed a few things and got better. We created enough chances more than them over the 2 ties. Keown on Partey said, we thought we were signing the next Patrick Vieira. We haven't seen that. From going a full season unbeaten 16 years ago to no European football at all is a fall from disgrace. Ljungberg said, I am in a state of shock. Martin Keown. Oh my god. So Martin Keown says, I think it was just 4 shots on target in both ties. Villarreal controlled the tactics. Emery I thought was too smart for Arteta. Hugely disappointing. They were nervous, tentative when the performance wasn't there. And we shouldn't be surprised when we look at the Premier League position. 9th in the table, 19 goals scored here from 17 home matches. It's been a roller coaster season and inconsistency is rife through the group. I think the manager comes under enormous pressure. You start to look at the wisdom of a young manager coming here to take a huge job, a massive job at this football club. His inexperience maybe has cost him. It seemed to me though that this was the rescue package tonight, and it didn't arrive. The team didn't turn up. Whether it was motivation, the tactics, he was outsmarted by the previous manager, which is also a bit of embarrassment. Both games, the false nine and today, when we changed up midfield completely, it looked like it was a brand new to us. It didn't look like we had the experience to adapt to change. We looked lost. They engaged us high up the pitch. We couldn't get out. We had looked a bit nervy, and it allowed them to play and be comfortable. That's the thing. We haven't really laid a glove on them. We haven't gone down fighting. If this stadium was full, they wouldn't be allowed to get away with that. They almost seemed prepared to get the game glow away. I think it does come from the manager. He gives the tactics at the start. It's the base for the players to play from. Well, not only that, Alex Scott has something to say. She says, I need a minute to compose myself. I'm getting all hot. Well, I was hot throughout the whole game. It's hard being connected with the club, being an Arsenal ambassador, growing up at the club to see what I'm seeing. I know the reaction straight away is that the passion as a fan and seeing the embarrassment. But actually when you do break it down, this Arsenal team is simply not good enough. And you need to question the owners going to put in the funds. Is there investment? Is the investment there? Does this team want to get back to the top? Because it's going to take a lot of work. And the fact that we are going to struggle, we're now going to struggle even to get European competition this season. I can only see it getting worse because you're not even going to attract players to come to the club. I think it's a mixture, to be honest. It's a mixture of recruitment over the couple of seasons. When Mikel came in, he had the access to the squad and move players on. The whole Mesut Ozil situation which lingered over the club, the transfers which I mentioned at the top of the show with Willian. So I think there's a number of things in the place with the club at the moment that needs sorting out and looking at. Heartbreak for Arsenal. Super heartbreak for Arsenal. Talking about Freddie Ljungberg, he had some of his words. Now, Freddie says that I like that he's protecting his players, but personally, if you look at the two legs, they had 4 shots on target in both legs. That's not good enough. They're not creating enough clear chances. That's a big problem for them. Those are the words of advice that Freddie Ljungberg wanted to say after the game yesterday. So moving on. So Arsenal and Everton are keen on £35 million Sander Berge. Blades midfielder is a wanted man. Sky Sports report that Arsenal and Everton are ready to battle it out for Sheffield United midfielder Sander Berge. With the Blades heading back to the Championship, the release clause has dropped to £35 million. So anyone who wants to buy him, that's what you got to pay. Moving on, so talking about Emiliano Buendia, if Arsenal don't go for him, someone else will, and that's Leeds United. Now they have made Norwich midfielder Emiliano Buendia a transfer priority this coming summer transfer window. The Whites tried to sign Buendia last year, but Argentina opted out to stay with the Canaries to help them back to the promotion. He has promptly done that, winning the Championship Player of the Year award in the process, with the club now facing a battle to retain his services this summer. Moving on, so Real Madrid are not prepared to pay 50 million euros for Lyon midfielder Hossein Aouar, linked to Arsenal, is reported by Calcio Mercato. That is a price tag said to have been placed around the neck of the 22-year-old playmaker that has attracted admiring glances from across Europe. So 50 million euros is the price tag. Anyone who wants to buy him, linked to Arsenal, that's why he's there in my video. So yeah. With this being this episode, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you see daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. Cheers.